Hello and welcome to A Lonely Critic. My name's Anthony Renteria. This is a special this is a special video where I'm going to be talking about this book club that I kind of hinted at in my previous intro video. So I'm going to be doing a Stephen King book club. One of the things that I've always wanted to do is read all of Stephen King's books. He has, just from my tally, and this could be incorrect, about 87 books. And that's with like collaborations, short story collections, and all that. And that's including like the Richard Bachman stuff that he's made. I want to read all of them. So we're going to be reading them in the order of release. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that and about what Stephen King has meant to me in my life so far. As you know, I am an aspiring writer. I look up to a lot of authors and filmmakers and creators. And Stephen King was one of the first and earliest of my, what do you call it? I guess, not a mentor, but like someone I looked up to. And mainly that was because of a book he wrote called On Writing. And that was one of the first books I ever read about a writer and the writing experience. And he doesn't go that in depth with his life or his writing life. He does touch on everything kind of broadly and briefly. It was just the amount that he did was enough to like inspire me or to really like make me think differently about the writing process and stuff. So because of that book, I have a great fondness for him. And then I do like the books that I have read from him. A couple of these books I have read, but I haven't gotten that deep into his bibliography. I read Carrie and I've read Salem's Lot, and that's it. So I've read two of his fictional books, but like the On Writing book, I mean, I probably read and reread that hundreds of times. I mean, it was like a little Bible to me for the longest. I actually don't have my copy of that. I let a friend borrow it and I have not gotten it back. So I was just going to showcase a few books that I do have. As you can tell, I have them all laying on the ground like a freaking professional. So I'm just going to go over the ones I have currently and like kind of showcase my collection so far. A lot of these books I've just gotten from thrift store is where I've been buying most of my books. So I don't have my copy of Carrie. So I can't even start this book club officially because I don't have. But the second book I do have, which is Salem's Lot. And I remember really liking this book. This book is all tattered and beat up. I need to get a new copy of it because the binding is probably about to give out pretty soon. I have 2 copies of 4 Past Midnight. So the problem with buying stuff at the thrift store is if you don't keep, for me, I didn't keep tabs of the books that I did have. So when I went, if I saw anything Stephen King, I would just buy it. I'd do the same thing for other big writers like Ernest Hemingway or all the big classic authors. I would just buy everything. I need to keep better tabs. I think that's something I'm going to do right after this is I'm going to actually make a list of all the books I own from all the authors. So when I go to the thrift store, if I see a copy, I don't have to do that because I did that. So I guess if anyone wants a copy of 4 Past Midnight, let me know. I can send it your way. Just pay the shipping. Firestarter. And then all these books I bought for like $1. So I don't even know where that falls in his bibliography. Cujo. I need to decide which one I'm going to keep. I think I'm going to keep this one because I love the logo. That imagery of the dog with the snarling mouth. That is awesome. Keep that one. Again, if anyone wants a copy of Cujo. Green Mile. One thing I really hate about books is the covers. I hate how this is just the cover of a movie image. Hate that. So like I will actually try to replace this one with an actual book cover. And that's something else I really hate about fiction world. So I have the Tommy knockers. I'll just keep pulling them in so I can keep talking while it's happening. One thing I hate about world, Bag of Bones. The thing I hate is like the covers. They always change, and I hate that about books. I wish there was like albums where albums stay consistent forever. So when you see an album for whatever artist, that becomes like a branding. Where in books, they change the branding all the time. Here's Black House. Of course, have The Stand, which is a massive tome. The Dark Half. The Needful Things. I think that's a novel. I thought it was a short story collection. Duma Key. Blaze. I have End of Watch. I think this is one of the newer ones, and it's in horrible condition. The spine is all like bubbly and stuff, so I might try to get a replacement for that. The Eyes of the Dragon. I think he's done very little fantasy stuff, if any, and this probably is one of the few that he's done. Gerald's Game, now a Netflix movie, I think. Just After Sunset. Mr. Mercedes. Dolores Claiborne. I don't know. Again, movie image. I hate that. And then we got The Shining. That's the big boy. I got The Mist. I think this was originally like a novella in one of the short story collections, but this cover is amazing. Like, look at that. That's just so beautiful. Love the green. Love the imagery there. The font of The Mist in the background. Love it. Got Cell. Different seasons. And then I have The Wastelands, which is a part 3 of The Dark Tower. Yeah, Dark Tower book 3. Oh, I have 2 Wastelands. Okay, 2 Wastelands. So if y'all want one of these, let me know. The first Dark Tower, the Gunslinger, is the Dark Tower drawing of the 3. And then what is y'all's opinions on hardcovers? Y'all go hardcover or softcover? We'll talk about it and discuss. But I think that's gonna kind of cover this little introduction to the book club. I will be reading the books every week. I'm like setting aside 2 hours to read, starting today. Go buy a copy of Carrie, I guess, at Books A Million or thrift store first, and see if they happen to have it, and then see if they have any other books. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do, and it's gonna be really fun. I hope y'all can join me in this reading journey. If you're a fan of Stephen King, or if you've always wanted to read his books, you can do it with me. We can talk about them. Y'all can send me emails at A Lonely Critic. Y'all can comment here below, message me on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, whatever is easiest for you. Yeah, and then we can have like a full book club discussion. So if y'all send in like remarks or questions or whatever y'all want to say about the book, we can cover that in a full book club breakdown. And then we'll also be talking about like how he progresses from book to book. So I want to dissect like his growth, what he changes and what he does form wise, and then also do like reviews of the actual books. We can do spoiler discussions with all the feedback that y'all give me. I think starting out probably there won't be a lot of y'all because I don't really have that many subscribers to this channel, but I'm hoping as we continue on this journey of reading all his books that we start getting a little bit of an audience here, and then we can all chit chat about Stephen King. I have a thing with going through like artists' filmographies or bibliographies like in the order of release, because I love seeing the progression of an artist like from their first book to their last. I was going to show this little list here that I have of the books. So we have Carrie, Salem's Lot, The Shining, and then I can't read backwards. Rage, Night Shift, The Stand. So if y'all just want to pick up, you want to start the book club, pick up Carrie or Salem's Lot. Those will be the first 2, and we'll see how fast we go as we read through them. But let's just roughly estimate 1 book a month starting out, and then we can speed up, or you can just catch this on demand as you are reading. You know, the videos will be there, so if you're reading slower or faster, they'll be available to you. But yeah, I'm really excited to start this journey. I hope y'all can follow along and read with me. It's something I've always wanted to do. I originally wanted to do a book podcast, but it's just been too difficult because I have very few friends, and then very few of them even read. But yeah, so thank you so much, and I will see you next time, and hopefully the next video on this series will be us discussing Carrie. So start reading. Hopefully by the end of this month we'll have a Carrie discussion. Thank you. Oh, and then like and subscribe, and check out my other channels. I'm gonna have other channels. Actually, I don't know if they're gonna be out yet. Doesn't matter. But yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.